Hey everyone, Red Rebel Jeff Jones here. Now, in this video, I want to talk about the recent admission by Crystal Mangum with regards to her claims, her accusations during the Lacrosse case that took place almost 20 years ago now. Now, before I get into it, please like and share this video to give it a boost. So, who was Crystal Mangum, and what was the Lacrosse case? The Lacrosse case was a case where the story goes that there was a party that the lacrosse team of Duke University, which was a wealthy, majority white university, they had a party and they invited a black stripper, Crystal Mangum, to perform at this party. She later came out that she was raped by three of the players at that party. And this was probably one of the biggest cases. It was back in 2006. It was one of the biggest cases in the US at the time. I think one of the reasons for that was it kind of fit in a lot of the intersectional oppressed categories that the left latch onto. They love to latch onto them. So it was majority white team and a black stripper. There was a It was a wealthy college students versus not so wealthy black women, men, women. It fit into a lot of those intersectional Marxist groups. So she accused three of them of rape, and this case went on for a while. And eventually, all three of them were cleared after it was found that the prosecutor, a guy by the name of Mike Nifong, colluded with the DNA, with a private DNA lab, to lie that the DNA of the players were found on Crystal Magnum when they hadn't. They'd falsified DNA results. Actually, turns out there was more DNA from the DNA examiner, the forensic expert that did the analysis. There was more DNA from him than from any of the players. So yeah, that was a shocking one. So what's the update on the story? Well, the players were going back to the at what happened at the time. The players were on trial and they were found not guilty. Thanks to the help of the California Innocence Project, which were it's the Innocence Project. California is just a section of it, but yeah, they did a lot of help with them. The California Innocence Project has also helped a lot of other falsely accused, Brian Banks being one of them. I think what's the update of the story? Sorry, the update of the story is that it's almost 20 years now since the case took place, and Crystal Magnum, in on a podcast appearance, admitted that he lied about being raped. Now, what's interesting is that he's already in prison. Like a lot of people will say, "Oh, she deserves to go to prison." She's already there because I think is it first or second degree murder she's in for of her boyfriend. So yeah, that was quite a surprising result to it. Now, I will say this: if anyone wants to know about this case, about the details of this case, there's actually a really good documentary on it. Surprisingly, on Disney Plus. It's a documentary. It was from ESPN called "Fantastic Lies." So if you want to know about this case, watch that. It's a really good watch. I've watched it a couple of times. I think this kind of goes back to the issue that is false accusations that I've talked about before on the channel, and that is the damage they've done. The damage that these accusations did on these three players. And not just these three players, many others. I mean, the coach who strongly defended his players. There was so much pressure on him that he was forced to resign. And players were treated horribly. There were mobs outside their houses saying, confess to what you've done, when they didn't do anything. So this is kind of where, when it comes to false accusations, something really there needs to be a change in attitude of society towards people accused of crimes, but especially horrific crimes like rape, sexual assault, child abuse, domestic violence, even murder. It needs to be innocent until proven guilty. And until that changes, we will continue to get people lying. I think there's a question that is asked that I think should be talked about, and that is a lot of people are saying that Crystal Magnum should be prosecuted for lying. I actually agree with that. I do think she should be. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen from here on. I think that case is pretty much done. They're not going to go after her for lying because they never do. Whenever people lie, they'll never go after them for lying, even though they should. Cases like this and the movement to believe anyone who claims to be a victim. They really break down why the justice system has developed the way it has. Because there's several aspects of the justice system that needs to be kept. They need to be fought for. And the main one is the presumption of innocence. You're innocent until proven guilty. But also due process. There are so many laws being implemented across the world that you can't be allowed to cross-examine your accuser in rape cases, and that was actually, I think it hasn't gone through yet, but that's been proposed in here in Ireland for that, where you can't cross-examine your accuser. That's actually often the way that the stories of people who do lie fall apart. Now, I'm not saying that people who come forward and make a claim of being raped, that they should be dismissed. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that their claim should be fully investigated. But if you automatically believe them, then you'll never get the truth. I think the truth is more important than a lot of people realize. So, what do you guys think? It's an interesting case for sure. And it's an interesting topic that I think needs to be talked about a bit more. So, share your thoughts with me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear them. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and do not forget to subscribe to keep up with my latest videos. Now, one thing I will also say quickly on this is, not on this particular subject, but on the channel in general, I do apologize for being a bit unregular with my recent videos. There's been quite a bit of upheaval within my family of the last couple of weeks, so been trying to help get that sorted out. So my time has been a bit more leaning towards that. So I am hoping to kind of get back on track with content for the channel. So I do apologize for that. It's an interesting case. I think it shows again, like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, that false accusations do happen, and they are very damaging.